So how do you deal with pain, sadness, misery, depression? How do you deal with it? It's a very broad topic, and this includes all types of scenarios in your life, your relationship, your financial problem, your family, your friends, your surrounding, your materialistic things, your car. And this could be anything. Maybe your pants, I don't know. Pants broke off. Your favorite pair of jeans were torn apart. Your favorite pair of shoes, you can't wear them anymore because they're too old, whatever. We're going to discuss that today. My name is Pawan, and I'll tell you what I went through here by an example. So I've told you before that I used to be a very fat kid. I was the fattest person in my class, one of the fattest people in school. In all of school, there were people fatter than me, but I wasn't any free of this. I was super fat. I was obese, like I said, and I was made fun of this. I was made fun of because of what I looked like for years in my school. Like not such obvious mocking, but discreet, hidden ways. People would not really mock me, but they would like mock me in my face. Like, how do I say this? Like, people, when I used to be fat, my classmates would say to me, "Bro, are you pregnant or something?" Like, people have said that to me. That's how fat I was. That people have said, "Hey man, are you pregnant or something? Is there a baby inside of you?" I mean, this is funny to me now because I can't take them. I don't take them seriously. They're of course joking with me. However, there's truth to it. They're joking with me, but I was actually fat. I was made fun of by the other people in the other school, not even in my class, people I didn't even know. They were, of course, talking behind my back. I found that out a couple of times. And this went on for years. And of course I felt insecure about this. I used to be so sad in school. I only had two or three really close friends. No, three. Sorry. Two really close friends. They stood by me no matter what. Out of those two, one of them I don't have any contact with him anymore. He just stopped talking to me. I'm still in contact with one of them. I had two people who stuck by me no matter what. And they were healthy, like they were skinny, like fit people, both of them. And I was the fat fuck in my class. But they were still loyal friends to me, and I stood loyal to them as well, no matter what. And of course, I used to cry about this. I was in pain because of this, emotional pain, because that's what most of my school years were like. Me getting made fun of my weight, me being super insecure about how I look and everything. And of course, it's not nice to have. No, nobody wants to be known like some fat fuck in school, one of the fattest people in school. Nobody wants to be known like that, right? So what I did one day, like I've said before, after I graduated high school, before university, I just lied down on my bed. I was really thinking about everything, thinking about my life and everything. Then I suddenly thought, okay, why don't we check our BMI? Step on the scale, 127 kilos. That's how heavy I was, 127 kilos. Not pounds, kilos. I open up my phone, I type in BMI calculator, I put in my height. I'm a 197 centimeter guy, I'm pretty tall. I put my weight, my height, my age, and it showed me obese. And I was like, fuck, I'm not overweight, I'm obese. And instantly there was a light in my head. I was like, no, I gotta lose this. I can't keep going on like this. I can't stay insecure like this. I have to fix my life. Otherwise, if I can't fix this one year, then I'm not going to be able to fix other areas of my life. And so then that very day I analyzed what my problems were. What was I doing? I was overeating all the time. unhealthy food like you wouldn't even imagine, bro. You know the Oreo packs you get, like the big ones with like 10 or 12 biscuits, Oreo biscuits. I would eat two of them, those two packs, in one sitting with two big cups of milk. Almost a liter of milk I would drink in a day for like a couple of days a week with those two Oreo packs on top of my other meals. That's how bad it was. And again, this was not for fun. This was, of course, because I was always insecure about myself, because when you tend to be in a bad mood, you kind of want to feel good about yourself, so you do this through other means. The other people do it through drugs, people do it through weed, people do it through alcohol, some do it through food. I did it with the food, like this. Thank God I didn't do any of those harmful things like drugs, alcohol, weed. I didn't do any of those things, at least. However, I still did it with food. I was eating so much unhealthy food that I had pimples all over my face. I was such a fat fuck. I didn't take care of my health because, of course, I was trying to stimulate myself mentally, feel good about myself like that, and that's where it led me to. So I quickly cut that off, and in the next 10 months, I lost 50 kilos, and I felt so much better. So all the pain that I had from the years that I was getting made fun of by people in my school from how I looked. Of course, and it's completely my fault for how I looked. I don't blame anybody else but myself for that. I should have been better. I should have known better. However, I used all the pain that people made fun of me, the insecurities I had, and I used all of that as energy to fuel me losing all that weight. And I felt so much better about myself. I felt like a completely different person. This is one example. The second example is in grade 8. This was around 11 years ago, almost 10 years ago, actually. I was 13 years old, 13, 14 years old, and I was about to fail my school year. Meaning, fail my school year and repeat it. And have new classmates, like people from the previous class. Not previous, what's the word for it? In the younger class, sorry. I would have been their classmate because at the time I was a year ahead of them. And if I failed, I would have been their classmate. And my current classmates at that time would be a year ahead of me. And that was a very embarrassing thing to be known for. Like, somebody failed their class, man. It didn't happen to me. What happened was, there was a girl at that time, and I had a big crush on her. I even fell in love with her, but I never was even with her together. I could never even tell her that I liked her because I was too scared. I found out that she had a boyfriend. Because at first I thought she was liking me with her way of demeanor towards me and everything. I thought she kind of liked me, but it turned out to be false. And I found out that she has a boyfriend at that time. And of course, that completely destroyed me in such a way that I stopped caring about my studies at all. There was even a maths test. I was sucking most in math. That was the one subject that I was like constantly failing. And if I failed mathematics, I would have failed the year. And because of this situation that I was in, I felt so depressed. I would not even talk to my parents. I would not even eat healthy food. I would just come home, just go to sleep, just to escape all the pain that I have. Just go to sleep, wake up, eat, and then not even do my homework. Just be like, okay, fuck it, I'll just do it in class tomorrow. I genuinely did not care anything at all about my grades in school at that time. In any subject, I genuinely didn't. And it got so bad that some of my teachers were even asking me, like, hey, Pawan, is everything fine with you? Like, did anything happen in your family or something? Because we've noticed that there's been a clear change in you. And I would just say, like, no, everything is fine, don't worry about it. I would just lie to them like that, and just to not to tell them my problems, because I don't want to tell them my problems. So I would like, no, it's okay, don't worry about it. I'm completely okay. I was completely okay. And that destroyed me. This pain that I had completely destroyed me. And it got so bad to a point that I nearly failed the class. It was maths that was the problem. Because in my school, you have to pass with 60%. And in math, I was having 56 or 57. And the thing at that time was my maths teacher, she told us that if your score for the year is between 55 and 59, then you are eligible for one last test of maths. If you pass this test, you pass the year. If you fail this test, you gotta repeat yourself again. Gotta repeat the year again. And so, of course, I was eligible because I was 56 or 57. I was close to 60% to pass. And the thing is, I didn't really study for this test because, again, I was in pain for all of that. And the test day came, I wrote the test. Teacher sat right in front of me. I was like, teacher, I'm done, here you go. And she starts grading my paper, X after X after X after X. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna fail the class. This is where it's going. And there was a girl beside me. She was also in the same situation. She was sitting beside me and writing the test herself. She gave her paper in, and she failed too. Luckily for me, I didn't say anything because I was speechless. I didn't know what to say. And this girl, when she saw that she failed, she started begging the teacher. Teacher, can you please give us one more chance? Can you please give us one more chance? We will pass. We will study so hard we will pass. Please, please, please. Just started begging for the both of us. And then the teacher was like, okay, I'll give you one more chance. Just one more chance. I'm not giving you any more chances. This is the very last one. If you pass this one, you will pass the year. If you fail the test, you will not. I'm not giving you another chance and you fail the year. You have to repeat the year. So that was it. I go home. I tell my mom what happened. She's again surprised when I told her that I didn't say anything to the teacher because I was speechless. She's like, why didn't you say anything? How could you do this? You're fine with failing the year? And I didn't answer because I was completely I was in pain. Like I was completely numb. I did not even feel anything at all. I swear. And so my mom, thank God, she decided to have a tutor assigned to me. And this tutor, oh my God, he was the best guy ever. For the next 5 days, because the test again was in a week or something. So the next 5-6 days or so, I went every single day to this guy. And he taught me the curriculum for the entire school year that I had in 5-6 days. Well, at least the most important parts. And I use all of the pain here. Not like, okay, I'm gonna use my pain and suffering to get this test passed. Not like that. But I was like, okay, it's really now or never. I gotta do something about this. Otherwise, I'm gonna repeat the year, and I don't want that. And so then I went every day. I used all the pain and the sadness that I had inside of me. I used all of that as energy, and I put all of that into studying. And when the test day came, I felt super confident about myself. I was like, I'm gonna fucking pass this test. Watch me. So I do the test. I hand it into the teacher. She grades it. And she's like, congratulations, you passed. You got 88%. I got 88%, bro. In a maths test of the entire year. Like a curriculum of the entire year. I got 88% in that. I was fucking proud of myself. I passed the test. I passed the year. I went on to through the next year. I was in grade 9 now. And let me tell you this, because of all this pain that I had, because of the girl and her boyfriend and everything, I didn't have the balls to stand up for myself or do anything about it. There was one test I had in maths class. Same teacher. This was 2-3 months before I found out about this failing thing. 2-3 months before. There was a test I had in maths. It was about 5 or 6 questions and it was for 30 points. The whole test consisted of 30 points. And I remember just sitting in class. I see the test paper and I was like, I have no idea how to answer these questions. Sorry. I sit down. I see I have no fucking clue on how do you answer these questions. And you know what I do? I didn't even try. Because like I said, I was numb with all that pain and the sadness that I had. I was completely numb. And I did not literally care at all. I gave 0 fucks about my scores in every subject. So I sit down, I read the test. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I don't know anything, and I leave the paper blank. Then I just wrote my name and that's it, and the date. And the test time was over. I gave it in, and the next week the teacher gives us our test, and I get mine with a 0 on it. Of course, I was like, I didn't do anything, so I'm not gonna expect her to give me any score. So I got a 0. That's how down bad I was. So yeah, this is how you use pain and sadness. This is how you deal with it. Now I'll tell you what steps you can take to deal with it. So here we go. And before I start with the steps, I'm gonna tell you this thing. There will never be a point in your life where you will fix all of your problems and you're not gonna face any problems again ever. You will never be sad forever. You will never ever be sad, have pain, have emotional pain. You are never going to you're never gonna get that point. That's not what life is. Life is not about you working hard up to a point or whatever, living up to a point where you just don't feel any sadness at all. No pain, nothing. That's not what life is. You have to survive in life. Life is not just a game. You have to survive. And as you're surviving, as you get older, you make a living, whatever. Make a living, your relationships, your friendships, your materialistic success, whatever it is, your materials, the things you own, whatever it is, you are still going to face some pain and suffering and depression, whatever. You're still going to face those things, no matter how much success you've obtained. You will still face these emotions. This video is just going to help you how you can deal with them in the proper way. So the first thing you do, regardless of the situation you are in, you sit down, you have an open mind, and you think about the problem that you have. Could be anything. Could be your relationship with your girlfriend. Could be your relationship with your boss at work. Maybe he's not being good to you. Maybe he's a dickhead to you. Could be about your health. Could be about your fitness. Could be about your friendship. Could be about people taking advantage of your kindness when you don't want to be a nice guy. Anything. Sit down. Be open-minded. Think what the problem is, and you will slowly figure out what the problem is. When you really start thinking, oh yeah, and this is much better. Get a piece of paper or get a notebook. Start journaling. Journaling is a way how you can untangle the thoughts you have in your mind. So when you have your wired earphones, you place them in your pocket. When you take them out for after a while, they're all tangled up, right? So those are the thoughts that go in your head. What you do with journaling is you untangle them slowly. And then it's in a straight line with the pin here and those two ear sets. I don't know what the fuck the word is for that. In a straight line. There's no tangling. That's what journaling does. So you sit down, you start thinking of the problem, just write whatever comes to your head. Slowly you will have the problem written all over your page. Once you've identified the problem according to your situation, think how you can get rid of it. Think what steps can you take now in this moment to slowly start removing the problem from your life. Could be, for example, let's say there's a problem in your life which causes sadness to you sometimes, is how you don't like when people in your workplace, they're trying to take advantage of you. Maybe they try assigning you some more work that they can do, but they want you to do it so that they can have like a chill time or something. Maybe that's a problem you have. That could be a problem you have. Same thing in university. Maybe you're in a class and you are doing some projects with other people, but they're not really doing much about it. They're just chilling and you do most of the work. Could be anything. But let's say in these two situations, you sit your ass down. You think what the problem is. Okay, I'm getting taken advantage of here by other people. How do I stop this? then you start thinking a couple of things. One is, okay, you'll do the work. This is the most bullshit one. One bullshit solution. You do the work, let's say the project or the work in your job, but you go ahead and tell your supervisor or your manager or your professor that these guys are not doing the work. I'm just doing everything by myself. Can you please check with them? I don't like it. Don't do that. Have some balls. Stand up for yourself and literally talk to those people. Be like, no, fuck you. I'm not doing your work. You do it yourself. I'm not gonna do it for you. Okay, you can come to me, ask me to do it. I'm not gonna do it, and you're gonna get in trouble. Whatever the case is, have some balls. Stand up for yourself. Apply this to whatever situation you're in. Okay, now let's apply to fitness. Let's say you have a fat stomach here. I kind of have a belly. I'm trying to get rid of it, I swear. Let's say you have a little bit of a stomach on you. Belly fat on you. And this causes you to be sad about it. Like, you were insecure about it. Sometimes you get made fun of, like, oh, look, he's so fatty. Look, he has little belly. And then you don't like that. And this causes you to be like, fuck, I get made fun of by other people. It's not nice. And you know damn well the problem here, but you don't take steps. So again, sit your ass down. Why do you have this problem? Do you overeat a lot? Do you eat a lot of sweets? Do you eat a lot of junk food? Do you eat a lot of fast food? And if this is the thing, get rid of it. Don't eat those things. But they're nice. But they're nice. They're so tasty. Are you a kid? Or are you trying to be a man? Resist. Resist the taste of it. Resist how good it feels in your head. Like, oh, it feels amazing when I taste it. Resist that. Go to the gym. Do some exercises. Do cardio, muscle training. And slowly you will lose the fat. Boom. You're not going to be sad about that anymore. And you have to repeat this for every problem you get. You will have a problem that you're going to fight to get rid of. Once you have got rid of it, you will face another problem. You just got to repeat it. Pain could be any type of pain. Could be emotional pain. Could be the universe testing you. Anything. Apply these things. Maybe you're trying to start a side hustle, side business, whatever it is, and you're trying, but you are thinking, I'm going through so much here. I'm sacrificing my social life. I'm sacrificing my relationship just for this thing to work, and I'm not getting much. Again, sit down, keep going through it. You need to be persistent here. Universe rewards those who are patient and those who do the work. You gotta be patient here. And just continue, just rinse and repeat. One problem finishes, one moment of sad, one thing that makes you sad finishes, the next one will come, and then the next one will come, and then the next one will come. This is how it goes. There will never be a point in your life where you will be completely free of problems, of sadness. And there's a very good book out here for men. It's this book. It's called The Way of the Superior Man by David Deida. There's a chapter in this book, and that's called Live with an Open Heart, even if it hurts. So as a man, when you get sad, what happens is, let's say you're sitting, right? And let's say you're sad. What happens is you slowly start crouching, and you slowly become in a closed state. You present yourself in a closed way. Same if you're lying down, if you're standing up. If you're standing, you cross your arms, maybe like you're trying to appear smaller. Subconsciously, not on purpose. Because we kind of want to protect ourselves from the sadness that we're getting. So that's how our body reacts to it. And if you're lying down, you'll close yourself off. Like, you don't want to be whatever. And what this does is, it sort of limits your cognitive ability to think the best move here. Think with all of your intelligence here. It limits you from doing that. So what you have to do is, instead, you sit straight, stand up straight, or lie down straight. Open the front of your body here. Open the front of it. Take deep breaths. Breathe down into your stomach fully to a point where your stomach will explode if you put any more oxygen inside it. You breathe fully. Let go. Just deep breathing. Open up your body. And if you're not alone, if you're talking to somebody else, still feel it. Still feel the sadness that you're getting, and look into the other person's eyes. Look into their eyes. Feel the emotion that you're feeling. Feel what they're feeling at that moment. That's what a superior man does. You want to be a superior man, so you do that. You don't want to be a pussy man, right? A free man, a superior man. He's gonna do that. And once you open your body up during moments of sadness, when you're hurting inside here, in your heart, when you're being hurt, open yourself up. Breathe fully into your stomach. Try to be as present as you can. And this will then allow you to use all of your intelligence that you have to make the best possible decision for yourself. Trust me, it works. There have been moments to this day that I get sad about something, I get upset about something, and I notice that if I'm lying down, I notice that I'm subconsciously like covering myself up, like crouching down on myself, like maybe having my knees bent like that, kind of towards my stomach, my knees. I'm feeling that, and I realize to myself, okay, I'm not supposed to do this. So I instantly lie down straight, or stand up straight if I'm standing or sitting, whatever it is. I do whatever it is that I'm doing is make it straight, breathe fully, and literally think. And this allows me to then make the best move. And after I do that, I don't feel as bad about it as I thought it was anymore, which is why I'm better now. I'm also gonna say this to you. If you're feeling sad about something in your life, depressed, then that's not because you've caught it from the thin air. You're feeling sad. No, that's a sign. The universe is giving you that pain to tell you that there's something wrong in your life and you have to fix it. Once you fix it, then that problem will go away and the new one will come. Whatever it's wrong, if you're not doing the right things. That's a sign that you're doing something wrong with your life, something is not right, and you have to fix it to get rid of that pain, that depression. You have to do something about it. So I hope this video helps you. And I'm gonna see you next week with my new video. I'm not gonna tell you what it's about. See you.